Okay, part 2 from September 10th, 2025. Sorry, I was kind of just letting myself beat around the bush, and I'm gonna be more productive here because I just want to get this done. All right, so let's see. What do we have from the deep, dark, and dangerous oracle? So this is gonna be the serious. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a little bit more serious and to the point, to the business, like professional part of September 10th. We got Mystery Kraken. Ooh, look at that. We're going down Titanic. We're having fun. Woo! We're celebrating these, even though we're on the Titanic and it's sinking, we're having a great time because we're alive for now. Okay? So, that's how I want you to live every single second of your life. Okay? We have no idea. The great mystery is gonna always probably be a great mystery to us while we're alive here on Earth, but we can just enjoy it, We can have simple pleasures in our life. Okay, one thing I do want to do is, so I'm going to read, we're going to be reading this book together, just, not very much of it, but this is for my utopia people out there, my people who, you are very powerful, and many of you are supposedly billionaires. I mean, I'm sure you are, but I don't even really, I have a negative connotation with the word billionaire at this point, but many of you are also, you promulgate utopias. You promulgate a utopian society. And so I thought, hey, well, I have this book, Bronson Alcott's Fruitlands. So my mom and I went to Fruitlands. It is it's a museum, but it was also the location of a utopian community. The museum is located 102 Prospect Hill Road, Harvard, Massachusetts. This book was originally published in 1915. It's written by, here, let me just read this. So, Bronson Alcott's Fruitlands with Transcendental Wild Oats by Louisa May Alcott. So, in June of 1843, Bronson Alcott and Charles Lane, both reformers involved in the Transcendentalist movement, founded Fruitlands in an attempt to strengthen their spirituality through self-reliant, simple living, joined by their families and about a dozen other individuals. The consociate family, as they call themselves, was to bring about a new Eden by cultivating a mystical and ascetic way of life in a rural retreat, compiling, in their own words, from letters, diaries, and books, and from the comments of friends and associates such as Emerson and Thoreau. Clara Endicott Sears, founder of Fruitlands Museums, tells a story of this famous encounter of transcendental philosophy with the realities of the New England soil and climate and the vagaries of human nature. Louisa May Alcott's classic satire, based on her father's experiment, Transcendental Wild Oats, completes the picture of a noble failure. So, completes the picture of a noble failure. Noble failure. So that's the key here. So let's, this is just, if you're watching this now, if you could please put in the comments or tweet at me or whatever, has there ever been a successful utopian community? Has there ever been one? Ever? I don't know of one. I know Fruitlands wasn't successful. We'll find out more about what happened at that utopian community. But, all right, let's get a message from the Inferno. Here, let's get a message from the Inferno. Try this fast. Okay, this one jumped out. Lunar exile. That sounds like me. No. Oh. Anyway, I'm ready. Keep attacking me. All right, let's see. Let's just read the Dante quote. I'm okay. I'm actually okay being in exile. I mean, I certainly prefer it. I think I was saying this yesterday. I had one spiritual advisor in my hometown, New York. I don't talk to her anymore, but she did. I met with her a few times, and she really helped me. And she said, you've had to, leave a lot of groups and go off on your own and do your own thing. She's like, I just want you to know you did the right thing because you're way ahead of all of those people, and they just were, gonna stone me to death, essentially. So, Now people just, I don't know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. I started putting myself out there and getting attention on YouTube. And, people started stoning me from afar. Silly guys. Don't be doing magic, all right, to attack people from afar, okay? Come on, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, get to know who you are, all right? Get to know what's left of yourself, because most of you is now me. Every time you attacked me, I get a part of your soul. I get one of your gifts, okay? Okay. 24, lunar exile. Oh yeah, and by the way, tweeting the truth and trying to create venues for dialogue it encourages healthy transformation, okay? Which sometimes doesn't feel good all the time, but it's not an attack, okay? Open communication is actually healthy and good, and that's one of the main reasons I'm here, is to to reopen the channels of communication, okay? So, might be uncomfortable for you, but, you're the one who murdered someone. It's not, no matter how much you attack me and try to, I'm just using that as an example, but no matter how much you try to attack me and, exile me and put me in isolation, and so my true side comes out so that I'll take responsibility for the person you killed. Like, nope. No, I'm just, I love myself. I'm happy. I'm just obnoxiously healthy, and, I have the brain of an operator, okay? I can't, it's too bad we don't have lobotomies anymore, because maybe if lobotomies were still legal and you'd signed me up for one when I was 13 or 14 or 15, then I'd be dead by now, okay? But you missed the boat, all right? It's too late now. I'm 38. I mean, I'm ready, If the assassin is outside, I'm ready. I'm not scared of death anymore, okay? But probably I'm going to be, I'm still needed to be alive for at least 10 more years, so I'm sucking it up. I'm trying to make the most of it like those men on the Titanic, all right? Having just simple pleasures and joy while they're still alive, okay? So this is the quote from Dante. But come, for where the hemispheres confine cane and thorns is falling, to a light underneath Seville on the ocean line. Ooh, getting a lot of ocean stuff here. Got the Kraken, I've been talking about Titanic. I'm getting a big Europe vibe. I think my attackers are in Europe. Donka Shane. Alright. Europe. Come on. Stop trying. If you have to try really hard to do magic to attack people, you just need to face yourself, okay? It says, our travelers have only a single night to make their way through hell, and Virgil urges Dante to hasten forward. I'm still... sorry, I'm kind of ditzy today, I'm sorry. He refers... yeah. Actually, I'm not sorry at all, okay? I'm just an abomination. My eternally resurrecting furious rabies is... I'm about to have 2 different size eyes and start foaming and get really crazy and then I'll go into my coma, okay, and then I'll resurrect, all right? But yeah, it's the furious rabies is hyping up right now. He refers to the setting moon as Cain and his thorns. Interesting. One sinner is conspicuously absent from the inferno, Cain, who slew his brother Abel. Oh, murder. Okay. And became the first murderer. Wow. In this passage, Virgil refers to a medieval legend that Cain has been banished from the world and lived in exile upon the moon, living in a thicket of thorns. All legends of Cain speak of his profound loneliness and exclusion from society for his crime. Wow. That's a lot of synchronicity. Someone who, there's going to be someone who's watching this at some point, or someone who's listening now who is a murderer, and they're trying to make me the murderer through long-distance psychic a magic, supposedly existing magic attacks from Europe. Okay. You need to just, if you're listening to this now and you murdered someone, you need to, I don't know. The truth will set you free. I'm just telling you that it's better to not die with that secret, okay? Because no matter how much magic attacks you do at me, I'm not the one, okay? I'm not the one to set up and frame. You've tried it already. And keep trying. I'm excited for you to keep trying and just keep, because that just is funny. The universe finds that hilarious, okay? But if you care about your soul at all and the big picture of things, just tell the truth, okay? The truth will set you free. It's worth it, okay? Freedom is worth it. When this card appears, consider whether you may have, intentionally or not, cut yourself off from family or friends. Disconnection from others can make us grow as prickly as cane's thorns. Do not suffer needlessly in silence. Find a healthy way to restore connection. All right, so that's clear, aside from that heavy message about, murderers, which has been coming through a lot today, so that's for someone watching. That's rough. That's rough. I'm very grateful that I'm a pacifist, and I might lyrically apocalypse you, if you're lucky, and I'm feeling inspired, but no, I've never, thank goodness. I don't judge you though, but if you're attacking me, I just want you to know that no matter how much you attack me magically from across the ocean, I'm never going to be the one who committed the murder, all right? It's not how it works on Earth. You're the one. So, and the truth will set you free. So if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, all right? End of story. You need to be smart about that, because you do not want to end up in a cage, okay? As a government slave, okay? So if you cannot do the time, do not do the crime, okay? It's never worth it. Get to know who you are. Start loving yourself, okay? Stop harming other people, all right? Own who you are. Know your family history. Know where you come from. Dive into your spiritual ancestry, okay? Here we have Horus, stability and equilibrium. I like that card. So, today is a good day. All right. I gotta hurry up. All right, so this is gonna be a direct message from your special person. You'll know who your special person is to you. It could be your romantic partner. It could be a family member. It could be one of your guardian angels or spirit guides. It could be, I don't know. You know who your special person is to you. All right, here's their direct message. What is their direct message to you? All right. Oh, Ace of Cups. It says, I feel so much unconditional love for you. The kind where I want you to be happy even if I'm not there with you. Oh. Distant lovers. That's a song by Marvin Gaye. So, you may be separated from your special person right now, but they just love you so unconditionally. They just want you to be happy, and they want to contribute to your emotional support network, and they want to play a part in seeing you thrive. So, that's nice. Okay. So what about these utopian communities that we currently have? Maybe. They're not so developed. Fruitlands is hopefully, if you're listening to this and you're one of the utopian community, people, in our living now, like, I think reading Fruitlands is really gonna be good because they, like, really did it. You know, they actually, like, went through with it, and it was a noble failure. Because I don't think there's ever been a successful utopian community. But Knight of Rods. Okay. Someone's showing up for you. Like I said, there's going to be a love at first sight relationship in your life, okay? And they're coming in. They just want you to know that even though they may be far away from you right now, they are coming towards you, okay? They're making their way to you. Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. All right. If you need to put a time stamp on it, that's not the way love works, okay? So I encourage you to throw time out, okay, and just enjoy being in the process, okay? And if you meet someone else that you love, because if you fall in love with someone else while they're making their way to you, okay, follow that. But don't force, okay? It doesn't work. It's not how love works, okay? We don't force. Well, and just on Earth in general, if you need to force something, like if you're one of those people who does these ornate rituals and has to try really hard just so you can attack people with magic, that you're forcing, okay? You're putting too much force into it. That's not, you're out of rhythm with Earth, if that's what you're doing, okay? Earth is, yeah, sometimes we need to put in a lot of effort, but never force, okay? Never force anything here on Earth. Doesn't work, okay? That's how you break things, all right? Okay, this one came up again. Clubbing can be a good career move. That's come up a lot. It's just, that reminds me of the other card. It's just, don't isolate yourself. Now is the time to put yourself out there and, network at the club. Don't isolate. Reach out. Send that text message. Make that phone call. Just communicate openly. I'm a great example. I mean, I've been communicating openly, and I got banned from YouTube. Oh yeah, that's what up. So yeah, communicate openly. But I'm just literally like, I am one of those people where it's like, I think I said 75%. It's probably more like 95% of the people I go into contact with, like, they need me to be everything that they've done wrong. Okay, like, they need to make that the facts. And it's like, too bad that's not the facts. Like, you're the one who's responsible for everything you've done wrong. Like, I don't know. If you're, like, stop doing that. Look at yourself. Stop trying to figure me out. If you need to make me responsible for everything that you've done wrong, that's not the truth. That's just, you're very delusional, okay? And you need to come back into reality by asking yourself, who am I? Dedicate your life to just the pursuit of coming to know you, who you are, okay? Because no matter how much magic you throw at me, I'm never going to be responsible for everything that you have done wrong in your life. Like, that's just, no. I don't think there's anywhere in any universe, in any galaxy in which that is the case, okay? And, humans, stop doing that. That's what you did to Jesus, right? We made Jesus responsible for everything we did wrong. It's sick. Jesus was like a gift of universal love, universal earth love, and then you just made him responsible for everything you did wrong and crucified him. This is why humanity still is the Titanic, okay? I just want you to know, like, humanity is the Titanic. Like, we are sinking. Very few of us are. I mean, and that's not necessarily literal, okay? I'm talking in terms of, like, the soul of humanity, okay? We'll probably be overpopulated and, there'll be 10 people in this apartment and we'll just, it'll be like Willowbrook. It'll be like the Willowbrook experiments on Staten Island everywhere, but there's like the soul of humanity is going to be like 2 or 3 people, okay? So the ship. Okay, I'm gonna read this one from the book. Wait, I think I already did read this one, but hold on. This has come up like every day. So this is the last day that I'm using this set of cards. I'm going to switch it out tomorrow. But travel, new ventures, foreign investments. Yeah, I was saying like, yeah, it's people in Europe who are attacking me. I'm so excited to see what your attack is tonight. But I know it's probably going to be blocked because after that, like, cool hallucinogenic attack last night, that was probably meant to kill me. That was definitely meant to kill me. And I feel like I'm dying, but it's just a minor, like, sprain. I just didn't even know there was a muscle here. So that's cool. I always love finding, like, I love being in my body and finding out more about my body. So thank you. You kind of got close to killing me, but you know, you're the murderer, okay? No amount of attack is going to make me responsible for the crimes you've committed, okay? It's just, it's funny that you're still trying, okay? But I also think that there are people leaving this Europe, you know, hubbub, hotbed of attacking me, Margaret Derazette, Gordon, I know people just want me to be, like, they just so want me to be everything that's wrong with them, and then when I'm not, they're like, oh my god, we have to, you know, we need to just pretend like she doesn't exist, because then all the things that I have done wrong won't exist. Like, nope, that's also, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. Hey, you know, look, if you committed great crimes, just the truth will set you free, okay? And you need to think cosmically, you need to think big picture. You also need to think just in the moment, like, the truth will set you free, okay? And life, the present moment on Earth is so much better when you're free, okay? When you've been liberated by the truth of your being, okay? The present moment on Earth is better, and cosmically, you might actually get out of the Earth's inferno, all right? If you continue to lie about it and continue to try to make other people responsible for what you've done wrong, what's wrong with you, you ain't getting out of the inferno, okay? You're going to be in Earth's inferno forever. You don't want that, okay? You don't want that. You might think you want that, but you don't, okay? You don't. All right. This is the last card of the day. Yeah, and then you won't have to see the abomination of my being. But thank you for being here with me. Oh man. Dang. Wow. All right, so that was definitely, we got castigation. Look at that guy's whipping himself. All right, so this is double, probably more than that, but so I was just being self-deprecating. So, I mean, some people are like, oh my God, being self-deprecating is like, you know, that's worse than murdering someone. You know what? I actually don't think it's that bad. I kind of like it. Like, I kind of like self-deprecating humor. I think it's funny. It makes me laugh. So, like, for me, it's personally, like, self-deprecation is, I enjoy it. I enjoy engaging in it sometimes. It just makes me laugh. And for, you know, I think that being a murderer is worse than having a few moments of self-deprecation. But there's definitely, like, someone probably actually literally doing this right now as, like, a form of ritualistic, part of that ritualistic magic attack where people, like, do this to themselves in order to attack me, in order to so that, because they think their attacks are gonna just, at the very least, kill me, so everything they did wrong is absolved. Like Jesus, okay? Guess what? Jesus doesn't make you absolved, okay? That was just that was the false prophecy, guys. Yeah, you are responsible for your actions, okay? Jesus ain't responsible for your murdering ass, okay? So, the truth will set you free. Mwah! All right, see you tomorrow. I can't wait to explore more Fruitlands together. And, you're beautiful, okay? Even if you've committed great crimes, I just want you to know that even Raskolnikov found love in Siberia, okay?